Hi guys, lovely to see you all again. I had a terrific week with my wife and my son. We went on vacation and it was delightful. I'm back in a terrific mood and we're going to look at Rise Today by Alter Bridge. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is drop D, which goes D, A, D, G, B, E. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section. I want to start from 11 of the third string. I'm going to go 11, 12 here. And then jump to 10 of the second string. And then I'm going to reverse those first two notes by going 12, 11. At the end of that, I'm going to jump to 12 of the fourth, and I'm going to do that little lick twice. It adds some attitude-y vibratos here and there if you like. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I work into this phrase. Alright, let's slow that down. I'm going to play 9, 10, 12 on the fourth string, picking all of that, and then I'm going to play 10 of the third, and then slide from 12 to 14 on the third string. So I go like this. Then back to the 10 again. So all together of that new chunk. At the end of that, I've got a quick pull off from 12 to 10 on the fourth string, and then I slide from 11 to 13. So all together. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far, and then we'll move on to the next chunk. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. So I'm kind of building up a pentatonic-y idea here. I'm going to play 14, 17 on the third string and 15 to 18 on the second. Then I'm going to play 15 to 17 on the first string, but I'm going to do a tone and a half bend from that 17. Well, I'll do 15, 17 as a regular note, and then I'm going to add the 17 tone and a half bend. So we're going to go 6 notes to that kind of pentatonic idea. I'm going to have that 17 bend twice. Then it works into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to play 13 to 15 on the first string. Then I'm going to bend it up and down and pull off. Back to that 13, and then I'm going to play this. Let's slow that down. I'm going to play 15 of the first string into 15 of the second. Then I play 13 of the first string into 15 of the second. So it goes. So let's go from that 17 tone and a half bend. Okay, hopefully that's all making sense. Then I work into this last phrase. So what I've got here is another tone and a half bend, but I'm going from 14 of the third string. So it's an octave lower than what we had before. On the third string, and then it goes. So what I'm doing is I'm just working down the pentatonic in D, but I'm just adding in that cheeky flat 5 on 13 there. So it's going 13, 12, 10. That's where it is. We need to do a cheeky pinch harmonic on that 10 as well. At the end of that, I'm going to do a quick pull off from 12 to 10 on the fourth string and then hit 10 again, and that will be all of section 1. So let's go from that big 14 bend again. Alright, so that's pretty much all of the first section. Let's try that again at a gentleman's pace and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some taps. Okay, let's have a look at the second section. I'm going to start off with a semitone bend for 21 of the second string and then play 17 of the first. I'm going to do that same idea twice. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bend from 21 and hit 17 on the first string twice. And I'm going to do that idea twice as well. So I'm going to do the single 17 twice and the double 17 twice as well. So I'll play that all slowly. Hopefully that makes sense. Then I'm going to do 3 slides in a row. I'm just working back chromatically. So I'm going 17 to 16, 16 to 15, and then 15 to 14. Let's put together what we've got thus far. At the end of that, I work into this. I'm going to hit 15 3 times on the second string, and then I've got... This is quite silly. I'm doing a hammer-on into a pull-off, 15, 17, 15, and then sliding to 10. Now, you can't follow your hand as you're doing it. You need to do the Space Invader rules. Don't shoot where the enemy is. Shoot where they're going to be. So look at 10 while you're doing that. You probably won't miss it if you're one step ahead of yourself. So at the end of that, I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. So it's kind of around the pentatonic with the cheeky flat 5 again, obviously in D, and I've got this. 2 triplets, I guess, in a row. I'm doing a pull-off from 13 to 10 on the second string and jumping to 13 of the third. And then I play 10 of the second string and pull off 13 to 10 on the third. At the end of that, I'm going to do a slight bend on 13 of the second string and then play 10 of the third. Let's have a look at what we've got thus far from the start of the section now. Hopefully that's all making sense. This last section is a little bit cray. You probably need some economy picking because there's some weird flat finger stuff. So what I've got at the start is this. I'm going to play 15 of the first string and then do a hammer-on from 10 to 13. So then from that 10 to 13, I'm doing the hammer-on, and then I'm flattening to 13 of the first string as well. So after this, I'm kind of doing the economy picking idea there. So I've got hammer-on 10 to 13, and then I play 13 of the first string, and then I'm going to do it again, but jump to 15. So we've got a sort of a leading note, and then we've got this idea with the flat ring and then the pinky, and we're going to do that twice. So I'm going to have the single note at the start, then I'm going to go... So we've got the single pinky, and then 2 of each of that other idea. After I've done the pinky idea on the second time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that idea again, but I'm going to add a back pick from my economy. So I'm going to be hitting that 15th fret of the first string twice. And then I do the same thing from the flat. So I'm going to go... No, 2 of each of both of those. So we're going to do 1 of each twice and 2 of each twice. So I'll do the leading note, then 1 of each twice, then 2 of each twice. I'll try that one more time slowly from the start now. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into a cheeky little sweep here. I'm going to play 14 of the third, 13 of the second, and 10 of the first. And that will work into our last run. Let's have a look at what we've got thus far, and then we'll work on that last bit because it's a bit cray. Here we go. Okay, then I work into this phrase. All right, let's slow that down. Working down the pentatonic with 2 pull-offs. I'm going 13 to 10 on the first and second string. Then I work into this. What I'm doing here is I'm playing 13, 15, 13 to 10 all in one pick. So that's 4 notes. So let's play those 2 groups of 4 back to back. From that point, I work into the cheeky flat 5 and then sort of surf around some Dorian notes. All right, let's slow that down. I'm playing 13 of the third string, and then I'm playing 10, 12, 13, and then rolling backwards 12, 10. and then I'm back here on 13 of the 3rd string. So that whole bar is this. Hopefully that's making sense. And then I work into this phrase. All right, let's slow that down. So I'm going to start off with 4 16th notes and then 3 groups of 3 triplets. So the start's going to be this. I'm going to go 10, 13, 10 on the 2nd string, hammer on pull off, and then jump to 13 of the 3rd. And then I've got 3 triplets. The first triplet is playing 10 of the 2nd string and then pulling off 13 to 10 on the 3rd string. And then the next thing I'm going to do is pull off 13 to 10 and then play 12 of the 4th string, and I'm going to do that twice. Okay, so let's do the 4 16th notes and then the 3 triplets. At the end of that, long bend from 13, then a quick bend from 15, and that was on the 2nd string. So that's all of the 2nd section. It's pretty redonk. Let's try and do it nice and slowly from the top, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the amazing solo from Rise today by Alter Bridge. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please click the links in the description box to my Facebook group and my Patreon. I'll catch you guys all real soon.